What's up, everyone, and welcome to Friday, the question of the day. I'm going to be sharing that today. How's everybody doing? Today, we're still discussing the book, Relationship Success, the 6 big relationship mistakes most people make and how to avoid them. It is Friday, no matter when you are taking a look at this content, whether it's here on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, whatever. We are going to be covering the question of the day. The question of the day, if you want to participate, you can participate by sending me a DM on any of the social media platforms or emailing me, CoachDanielSmiley@gmail.com. CoachDanielSmiley@gmail.com. If you have a question that you would like to leave now, you would like to join me to have me answer that question here on here live, I'll be happy to do that as well. But here is the question of today. And this is a real question, by the way. This is not a fake question. It's a real question. I want to spend time with someone. I have told them, and they're in a relationship. I want to spend time with someone. And I have shared over and over and over and over again my desire. But they don't seem to get it. What should I do? That's the question. This person wants to spend time with her guy, right? She's expressed it. I always ask that question. Did you communicate it? Did you say something? Did you tell the person? Did you express your desire? Always, that's one of the questions I will always ask. Because people can't read your mind. They don't know, right? So you're asking, hey, I want to spend time with this person. I've expressed it to them. They have not responded in a way that you want. What should you do? This is my answer. Nothing. There's two things that are happening right now. One, either that person does not understand the importance of your request, or they don't care about your request. That's it. So if you're in a relationship with someone and they're spending time, I don't know, playing video games all day, right? If they're spending time doing something else that's not with you, and you've expressed, good morning, Amar. You have expressed your desire to spend more time with that person, whatever it is. Have more sex, spend more time, have help around the house. You have expressed this to the other person, right? And that person is still not doing it. What should you do? Should you keep asking? Right? Did you really explain to them the importance, how important it is to you? Did you explain it? Because if you have, that person is making a conscious decision not to do it. And you have to understand that. I've experienced this myself. I was coming back to Texas from spending a time with my mom in Atlanta, Georgia. I was in a relationship. I had not seen the person I was in a relationship with for about 10 days. Quality time is very important to me, right? So we talked by phone, so on and so forth. I'm coming home. I drove to Atlanta, so I'm driving back. It's a 13-hour drive. On my way back, when I crossed the Texas state line, I called, hey, I'm almost home. Meet me at my place. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, was the answer. Okay. So, when 2 hours away, 3 hours away, call. Yep. 2 hours away, call. All right, I'll be there. When I was 1 hour away, the response was, hey, I'm hanging out with my girlfriend, so why don't you just come here first? Are you kidding me? I'm not coming where you are. I haven't seen you in 10 days. I want to spend time with you. I am not coming where you are. I'm not. And if you don't care enough about the relationship or the connection to commit some time, I'm not the right guy for you. This happens all the time in people's relationships. Quality time is one of my love languages, right? It's my second top two love languages is number 2. If I've expressed to you that that's important to me, if I have told you, right? If I have out of my mouth, I've shared with, and you have said you understand it. And I believe in relationships, we are supposed to be serving each other. That's what I believe, right? It's not one-sided. It's not 50-50. I give 100% of myself to you in service of you and sharing love with you, and you do the same thing. Now, it's not 100% all the time because you ain't always 100%, but you want to make sure that you're serving that person. My wife had you've heard me say this over and over again. My wife had a challenging day yesterday. She had to be at work very early. Then after work, she had to go take care of something for Danny in gymnastics. I can't expect her to come home and cook and all that. So I knew that, and in the middle of the day said, hey, babe, this is what I'm cooking today. So when you come home, it'll be ready to go. All you have to do is come home, relax, eat, get in bed. Because it's been a long day, right? Long day. And she had a long day the day before. We're supposed to be serving each other in our relationships in that way. So in the case of this question of the day, you've told this person that you want to spend time with them. You've complained, argued, fussed about, cussed that person out, got mad at him or her about not spending time with you. You spend too much time on the video game. You spend too much time with the boys. You spend too much time with the girls. You spend too much time doing this. And not enough time with you, right? And you've expressed that over and over and over again. And the person still is not doing it. The question is, what should I do? Nothing. You shouldn't do anything. You should take that as a sign that either that person does not fully understand why you want that. They don't fully understand it. Or they understand it and they're giving you the middle finger. You got to understand that. And if that is happening over and over and over again in your relationship, you got problems. If you are sticking around, you got problems. Because you don't have the power to change anybody. You can't change people. That person has to make a conscious decision to do it. Period, right? Or you're going to be stuck crying, complaining, in this case, being lonely, not feeling like you're wanted, loved, needed, and desired. That's the whole reason why we make these requests, right? Our 5 love languages speak to how we receive love, how we feel wanted by somebody else, needed by somebody else, loved and desired by somebody else. That's what the 5 love languages are all about. If quality time for you says that this person, sacrificial quality time, says that they care for you, they love you, they want you, they desire you, and that person does not give it to you by choice, you got some decisions to make. Now, then I followed that up with the question yesterday. You got to ask the same question. The 4 questions I ask is, let's identify the issue. What is it? Person's is not spending enough time with me. Right? Okay, that's the issue. Number 2, did you tell that person? Did you verbalize it? Not just, and when I say verbalize, I don't mean cuss him out, fuss at him, be mean to him, withhold from him or her. I'm not saying that. Did you have a conversation? This is how it makes me feel when you don't spend time with me. Makes me feel like you don't desire me. Makes me feel like you don't want me. Makes me feel like you don't need me. And it makes me feel like you don't love me when you don't spend time with me. When I have to come home and I have to cook after a long work day, you worked all day, I worked all day, it's been stressful. I don't want to come home and cook. The kitchen is dirty. When you don't help me out in those areas, I don't feel like you care for me, love me. I don't feel that way, right? When one of the acts of service that my wife loves that I do is when she has had a long day, Danny has to take a bath. I make sure that is taken care of. Have Danny go in the bathroom, do her thing, and make sure she gets her pajamas on and so on and so forth. So my wife doesn't have to worry about that, right? That because active service is her number one love language. So back to this. What's the issue? Did you talk about it? Did you discuss it? Did you tell the person how it makes you feel when they don't do that? Not just fuss, not just scream and holler and cuss and get mad. No. Did you talk to the person? Did you tell them? And now that you told them and you believe they understand you, are they willing to change it? That's the question you have to answer. Are they willing to change it? If the answer is yes, you're good. Now all you have to do is see the results of it. If the answer is no, then the next question is, are you willing to live with this for the rest of your life? Are you? Because if the answer is yes, you are willing to live with it for the rest of your life, then shut up and stop complaining about it. Good morning, Quinn. Stop complaining about it. If you've talked to that person and that person has not made a change and you are not going to make a change, then you got to stop complaining about it. Stop. Because it's not going to change anything. Just makes things worse. Creates more chaos, confusion, separation. You've already talked about it. Now, if you decide that, okay, this person's not going to change it and you're not willing to live with it, then you have to make a change. And that could be ending the relationship. It could be something else. It could be changing your feelings about how you receive love in that particular area. The point I'm trying to make from this question of the day is you got to make a choice. You can't change a person. You've already verbalized it. You've said it. You talked about it. Person's not going to change. You got to do what you got to do. For me, in 2 previous long-term relationships, it meant leaving. Yes. It meant walking out. Because I deserve better. I deserve better. And if you are unwilling to give it to me, I will give it to my damn self. I'm not being arrogant. I'm not trying to be mean. I've stated the case. I've shared it. If a person is unwilling to give it to you, unwilling, I mean, they know what you want. They know what you need. They know what you desire. They know how you feel loved, and they are unwilling to, and you stay. Well, you got what you got, right? So you have to make sure that you are understanding that. In my book, Relationship Success, my ebook, 35 years of relationship experience, you'll learn the mistakes I've made, everything else. You'll learn it in less than an hour. The link is in the bio. Click it. It's $9. Invest in yourself. The goal of this is to help you have success in relationships. Why did I write the book? Because I'm so damn tired of people, my coaching clients, people on social media who contact me every single day. To me, it's simple, right? Well, it hadn't always been simple. I had to learn it. I was in a marriage for 28 years. Was it perfect? No. Was there a lot of stuff going on? Absolutely it was. Was it challenging? Yes. Was I confused? Absolutely, about a lot of stuff, right? But let me tell you when it changed. At the end of that marriage, the marriage counselor said, we were in a counseling session, what's the problem? one-on-one with me. I explained it. He said, how long has it been going on? I said, the entire marriage. He says, why did you marry her? I said, because I thought that if I did, she would see, she would change. And he said these words to me: Dan, what makes you think you have the power to change anybody? You're a dynamic guy. I like you, right? You're a good guy, but you don't have the power to change anybody. So if you are not willing to live with that person the way they are, you need to leave. Now, he didn't say I need to leave. He said you need to make a change. And that's either changing you or praying for their change. After 25 years, that's a long damn time. That's a long time. You're welcome, Isabel. That's a long time. And I realized, I asked myself, when he said that, I asked myself, am I willing to live another 25 years with this issue or with whatever's going on? And the answer was no. And so I never went back. And again, I always say this, listen to me. My ex-wife is an executive in my company. So we still have a good connection. I talk to her several times a week. So, but it's just two people who were in two different places. You understand? I wasn't with, and she was just being herself. I'm going to end on this. She was just being herself. And I was hoping that she changed. No. She needs to be who she is. He needs to be who he is. And you can pray for their change, hope for their change. But they become a different person when that happens. What you have to understand is, are you willing to accept them the way they are? If the answer is yes, keep going. If the answer is no, then you got to make some decisions. I'll be back tomorrow with the question of the day. If you have a question that you would like for me to answer about anything, relationships, life, children, business, I do not care. If you have a question that you would like for me to answer, you can DM me here on this platform. You can leave a comment on a post. You can email me, CoachDanielSmiley@gmail.com. You can email me, CoachDanielSmiley@gmail.com, and I will answer your question. I may select your question to be the question of the day because I think it'll help many, many people. This question that I just answered, I got that many times this week. What should I do? Move on. I'm sorry. Move on. That's what you should do. Keep it moving because it ain't going to change. That's who that person is. All right. I would love your support. Click the link in the bio. Get the book, Relationship Success: The 6 Big Relationship Mistakes Most People Make and How to Avoid It. This is an easy read. Trust me. 35 years worth of experience, mistakes, challenges, things that I've overcome, things that I'm helping coach people on right now. Thank you, Bess. I'm helping people right now, right? And it's based on the 6 big mistakes most people make and how to avoid them. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow around the same time, live to answer the question of the day. God bless you.